One of my favorite moments of this trip was meeting baby Aman and her grandmother.
The first child to be born in the camp, and she's mashallah very adorable. She was named obviously after the camp, Aman, which means peace. May Allah give her a life of peace, inshallah. We're in her tent at the moment, and the electricity is gone, and it's not even midday yet. It's only 10:30 in the morning, but because of the heat of the day, because of the heat of the morning, it's already I'm finding it quite difficult in here. It's it's very warm, it's very stale, it's difficult to breathe, and this is the daily life of the people living here, unfortunately. Say salam to all the UK donors out there. Assalamu alaikum. She was crying, but as soon as I picked up, alhamdulillah, she stopped crying.
Everything is okay.
You see, brother, is the people, they are in the pain, but
they're not showing it.
They're not showing.
This is
They never
unbelievable.
show this.
Unbelievable.
And they always thanks to Allah.
Yeah.
Whatever they are in the condition, they thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is come from the God. And we have to pass this examination. Wallahi.
This is, subhanallah, the patience of these people. Quite obviously there are a lot of issues here. Yeah, number one, there's no electricity here at the moment. I can't sit in it. I'm finding it difficult to sit in it. But this is not an issue. They only get fed 3 times a day, fixed times. Meals that they get the meals. Alhamdulillah, they get a meal. But it's it's not like in your own home where you can choose to eat what you want at whatever time you want. You don't have the freedom of going wherever you want. You don't have your normal neighbors here. It's very cramped here. You can see that probably 10 people sleep in this small tent. But for them, it's not an issue. It's because these are people of patience, mashallah. And it's true that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala only tests you to your limits. And these people, and it's up to you whether you show patience or not. And these people, mashallah, are showing patience in abundance. And it's very inspiring. Aman? Aman? Assalamu alaikum. May Allah give you a life of peace, inshallah, in this life and the life hereafter, inshallah. Friday morning, June 26th. I've now been in the camp for about just over 12 hours. And in that 12 hours, I've experienced so much about the delivery of aid to these internally displaced people here in Swat. And I'm inspired, subhanallah. And I just share some of my experiences with you. When I first came here yesterday, at first I was amazed at, first of all, the quality of the camp, the quality of the facilities provided for the beneficiaries here. Another experience I want to share with you is that last night, as we were leaving, 7 families all of a sudden turned up from Swat. They'd left 24 hours previous. They were told by the army that they must leave straight away. And such was the ferocity of the fighting that as they were walking, they witnessed bodies strewn across the roads. They got here 24 hours later, walking over 60 kilometers. And when they got here last night, there was no space in the camp. Food had been served. We were on our way to eat ourselves. But the team here, mashallah, responded very quickly. They set up some temporary accommodation. I mean, this is all temporary, but even more temporary. And provided temporary shelter for the families. And also went out and purchased some food so that they could sleep in comfort at night. They didn't have any pedestal fans. Last night at midnight, we received a delivery of pedestal fans from Peshawar because the local market had run out of fans. And we had a debate about whether we should disturb people at night to deliver these fans, but because of the heat, it was felt necessary to do so. And when I went there, I could see why it was necessary to do so. The first fan was delivered to an old lady and her family, and she was taken aback. She was so happy. She made a lot of du'as for the people of for Muslim Aid's UK donors and Muslim Aid staff. We're in the Aman camp medical unit. This is our doctor, local doctor, Dr. Omar,
who is at the moment, whilst we're here, he's treating a patient. So we're actually disturbing him. I'm sorry that we're disturbing you. But as you can see, he's obviously kept very busy here with looking after over 2,000 people from the camp. Dr. Omar, can I have a quick word with you?
Yes.
Can I speak to you? How many patients do you deal with a day?
Daily 50 to 60 patients come here. And daily we check 50 to 60 patients.
With what type of problems typically?
Here are different types of patient occurs, but the most major disease are gastroenteritis and scabies nowadays.
Gastroenteritis and scabies. Skidder, but when you think about the amount of people here, you have over 2,000 people in this camp, and this is the medical room for them. So obviously a lot more is required, and when you think that over 50 to 60 patients come to this doctor a day.
Doctor GP here, and the patient is asking for eye treatment, but because we haven't got instruments for examination of eye, so that's why he's asking to wait for it. If we could have ophthalmoscope to really examine his eyes.
It's the first time I've had the pleasure of visiting, not pleasure in the sense that it's inspired me, but it's the first time I've ever actually come to like a camp, a refugee camp. And subhanAllah, it's been inspiring for me that I'm working for an organization that is doing so much to benefit the people here. This camp alone here, I think, am I right in saying we have about 2 to 3 camps in this region? Yeah.
Yes.
This camp alone has 260 tents. Yeah. And those 260 tents are housing around about 2,800 people. Which is an amazing feat, if you ask me. I mean, I've been going around, we've been meeting the people, the young children. They've all got smiles on their face, alhamdulillah, which means that, Muslim Aid's efforts are bearing fruit, alhamdulillah. It's a very difficult situation. I'll tell you the difficulties. I mean, I look at one of these tents here, and this tent, it's the size of a bathroom, probably even smaller than that in the UK. But it's looking after a whole family lives in there. Yeah. 10 people, up to 10 people live in this small tent. But still, I see people, I walk around and I'm seeing people smiling, yeah, with dignity, alhamdulillah. And this dignity is through the efforts of Muslim Aid and the staff here in Pakistan. Jazakallah khair to the staff here. And of course, without the support of the donors in Australia, in the UK, these efforts, we would simply not be able to do them. So we need your support. I've been told today that they're trying to extend the camp. There's a piece of land over there which they're trying to purchase, to hire, and they're trying to put some more tents on there. Now, on a daily basis, around 15 families come to the camp seeking accommodation. On a daily basis. There is great need here. What we've done so far is brilliant, alhamdulillah, but it's not enough. We need to do more. So we need you people in Australia, in the UK, the people with the money, to come forward and support more, inshallah. Now, I think, if I'm correct in saying that there's also a waiting list of around 280 families. So, we're helping, but we need to do more, inshallah. So please, support Muslim in its efforts and help bring dignity to these people from Swat and Bunir.
From everything I've seen here, one thing that has amazed me the most is the patience of these people. From the eldest to the youngest. Despite their troubles, they still have smiles on their faces. Everyone helps each other. It's truly touching.